Okay, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Christopher Leon Johnson here. So, I am currently on Bedford and Flatbush Avenue. And the reason I'm out here right now, the time now is 3:42. I got to put this do not disturb so I don't get no calls. Put on focus, don't disturb. Is because I'll tell you right now that what I'm gonna do right now is walk from Bedford and Flatbush all the way to North Bedford and Flushing. So this area is the 45th Councilmatic District. I think this is, wait, let me Google up. Let me just check right now, make sure. So this is, I believe this is 1321 Flatbush. So you know what I'm gonna do like this right here. Let me look at the address before I do the official walk. So I'll show you guys the polling site. Find your poll site. So let's look right here. So we're on Bedford Avenue right now, a little Haiti. So this is a predominantly African American black neighborhood, which is the Haitian border block of New York, Brooklyn, New York. So let me put this, what is it? This is 2619 Bedford Avenue. Zip code is 11213. I put my thinking the wrong address, but fuck it. Let's see right. What district is this? This is the 45th Councilmatic District, which is Farrah Lewis District. So we're in Farrah Lewis District right now. The Farrah Lewis District and Rodney Special Herman's District, which is the heart of the Brooklyn Democratic Party. If you understand by Rodney Special Herman, she is the chairwoman of the Brooklyn Democratic Party, or people call it the Brooklyn Democratic Machine. And the reason, like I said, I'm out here because I want to show Transalt of why this is not, they don't, none of these neighborhoods want this bike lane. The only neighborhood that will appreciate the bike lane is Chiosay, is because Chiosay is a gentrifier. Chiosay is nothing but a Gen Z gentrifier millennial. Gen Z gentrifier. So of course he's gonna be down with the bike lane because he's scared of Transalt, he's scared of Kathy Park Price, and he's scared of Ben Fernandez like he was scared of he's scared of Mr. Danny Harris. So let's make that clear. And I want to make this clear that look, Bedford Avenue not only comes from here, it goes all the way to fucking Sheepshead Bay. It goes all the way down to Sheepshead Bay. And if you understand about Sheepshead Bay, that district is ran by Ian Vernikov and Michael Novikov and shit like that. And Kalman Yeager and what's his name, Sam Sutton. And they don't want this. They know damn well those white folks and those Jewish folks don't want no bike lane. And if they don't want no bike lane, like the Jewish folks in Williamsburg, and they don't want the bike lane, they gonna get what they, because they already know what's gonna happen. So I must walk right now. Let's walk, and I'm gonna show you what's happening here in Lewis's district. This is Lewis district. I'm walking all the way to Lafayette. I mean, not to Lafayette. I already walked Lafayette with Transalt on again Wednesday. So on the 18th. So today is the 9th to 20th, which I think is the first day of summertime. And we're gonna walk all the way to look at this. This guy is riding on the bike lane. And the reason these guys, like I said, this area is ran by, like I said, these people don't want no fucking protected bike lane. They got a bike lane, but they don't want no protected bike lane in this area because a lot of these people here drive. They drive and that's it. And they do a lot of business here. Like you have this learning center. So it just, when it comes to this area, I'm gonna explain something right now. When it comes to this area, these people do not want this stuff. This area is full of black people. This area is full of like old school black people, like your Generation X, boomer black folk, and Asian millennial black people that work their ass off. They look at a lot of low density housing here. There's a lot of low density housing. And these people live here, they pay crazy amount of rents, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month for low density housing in this area, in this fucking strip. And they don't want gentrification. These people here do not want gentrification. And it's not going to happen when we're in a district, starting the district where the county boss. This is her district. This is the county boss district. The county boss has a lot of power in the political spectrum. The county boss decides who gets what, who gets the endorsements from the unions, because the county committees, they run all the unions, like Meeks, who runs the Queens Democratic Machine, Wright, that runs the Manhattan Democratic Machine, Jamal Bailey, that runs the Bronx Democratic Machine, and Mrs. Laura Spore, that runs the Staten Island Democratic Machine. And you don't get the endorsements without approval from the machines. And this is a machine district. This is ran by the machine. So very soon we're gonna walk up to the district where the 40th district, where I believe it starts at I think it starts some spot in the 40th district where that's ran by the fucking 43rd district, which is the heart of the Brooklyn Democratic Party, which is the heart of the base. And like I said before, we're in the 45th district right now. So, but I'm gonna talk about Joseph later on. But look at this, Ben. Like, the people, look at this. You have this guy parking on the bike lane, straight on the bike. This is impossible. It's not happening. But Transalt, what they want is to get rid of all these cars. What they want to do is change the road, so where it's like none of these cars are allowed to park on the curb, and to kill the car parking on the curb and dedicate to a bike lane, which is fucking stupid. It's no way. This district doesn't want it. They don't want this stuff. A lot of people here drive, and that's all it's about. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is that this is Brooklyn Community Board 17, and Brooklyn Community Board 9, and Brooklyn Community Board 8. And what happens is that Transalt, this nonprofit Transalt, which is ran by Bedford Ave, what they do is they plant their advocates and their volunteer advocates and volunteer activists on these boards. They say you apply to the board, get appointed, and then they decide what happens to the community. It's fucking disgusting. So yeah, like I said, these people, these black folk here don't want it. And the thing is that the white Jews, Russians, and Jews down there at Sheepshead Bay, they don't say, we don't want no fucking bike lane. If they don't want no bike lane, and everybody know that those white Jewish folks over there, and I love my Jews, but that's the rule. There's a lot of white, Russian, Ukrainian, and Jews over there. They don't want no bike lane down there around their neck of the woods on Bedford, because they have a lot of money. They donate to these politicians, and they have high voter turnout. They put their vote where their money is. And none of these elected officials want to risk shaking the apple cart. And the Brooklyn Democratic chair, Rodney Bashar-Herman, knows that. She's not going to shake the apple cart. She completely lost one of the state assembly districts in 2022 to the Republican Party. So she's not going to risk losing the Brooklyn Democratic the city council seat to the Republicans because of Transalt. Because Farrah Lewis, and I respect Farrah Lewis, like I said, I respect Farrah Lewis. Farrah Lewis has a general election this year. Farrah Lewis is running against Elijah Diaz. And Elijah Diaz is making a lot of noise in her district, to the point where she had to get somebody to try to knock him off the ballot, but she failed in that. But she has like a real challenge in a general election because Elijah is young. Elijah Diaz is real young. He's a young kid, 22 years old. I think he's a good guy. But he has a campaign. He has a platform. He is not your typical Republican that wears a MAGA hat and like say Trump shit, and like he's not a Tina Forte type. He's not one of those like over the top Tina Forte type. He actually has a head. He actually has a brain. And Farrah Lewis knows this. That's why she tried to knock off the suing build the ballot, because she might lose in the general. And you think that let me ask Captain Park Price and Ben Fernandez this question. You think that Rodney Bashar-Herman, who runs the Brooklyn Democratic machine, is gonna fucking risk losing the city council seat to her one of her close confidants, her closest allies? I say her closest ally, Farrah Lewis. You think she's gonna really risk or want to give up away a whole damn city council district to the Republican Party, to Richie Barmeson and the Republican Party, for y'all. Y'all crazy. Y'all fucking crazy. And Ben, you are crazy. Shit's not happening. So don't even if you say, oh, they're not gonna do it because of election time, they're not giving it up at all because Farrah's gonna be term limited, and she's probably gonna try to get that seat to her sister to succeed her, which is Debbie Lewis, and Debbie Lewis will succeed her. And look, you know, they're not gonna give the Bedford Ave the Transalt. They're not doing it. The Brooklyn Democratic machine will never give their district to their fucking area to Transalt. But when I get to Rita Joseph's district, I'm gonna talk about Rita Joseph and I'm gonna explain what's going on with that. So, yeah, this is the walk from Flatbush Avenue all the way to Flushing. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. This is what it is. And it's on a Friday. I just spoke at the city council hearing about environmental. I tried to go out here yesterday, but it was raining cats. And Eric was out there. They got to go out there because I didn't want to get with the cops because they don't like me. The executive detail hates me, but it's kind of mutual. There's some in the executive detail I like, but a lot of them like because I actually put them eyes on blast. I actually got some of them removed from the fucking from the command. So I'm on some of them guys' image list because I actually got them removed from the command for a while. But yeah, look at this city bike rack. City bike rack. If it's a city bike rack, I think we're in. Let me Google the spot up right now. If it's a city bike rack here on Bedford and Beverly, then this is probably Rita Joseph's district because the only person that will allow this crap is Rita Joseph. It's Rita Joseph. Let's look. Let's see. Let's look at this Google address. This is 2391. Search again. 2391 Bedford Avenue. From Maris's Hall. So we're in the 40th district. Yep. Chris is always right. If it's a city bike rack here, this is Rita Joseph. Now let's talk Rita Joseph. Let's talk about Rita Joseph. It's 12 minutes, 35 seconds. Rita Joseph's this. Let's talk about Rita Joseph, right? And this is Rita Joseph, still Rodney for sure, but ain't Rita Joseph that allowed this shit to go on. Let's talk about Rita Joseph. Let's talk about that council member. Now, let me be candid about this conversation, this talk right now. Look, I had a conversation with my council member, Darlene Mealy, about Chiyose's video, and she told me that she was real hurt about that video. Now we had a quick. I say that's Chiyose. He's a jackass, but because he said that Darlene Mealy is the worst council member in the whole city council. And I make this clear that I lived in the district for like 34 years since I was born. I was born in New York. I was born in the city, but I lived in Brooklyn all my life, my same house all my life. And I want to make this clear. That look, Mealy has done a great job as a council member. She is more internal with doing constituent services, more than trying to be a camera whore. And trying to be a big follower of the speaker or follower of the trends. So when it comes to my district, I know what's going on where they want a member that's trying to be a camera whore, that want to be in the trends, that want to be on the camera, and people that they want to use exploit. But I'll say this right now, and I don't give a fuck because I don't think that fucking Rita want me to fucking say the quiet part out loud, and she know what she did to me in a certain location, which is really uncalled for. But if she put me to the point, I'll really expose it. So she know not to fucking try to test me, because she knows she did that place that day, which was really uncalled for, which was the wrong place to do it. I don't give a fuck what you have against me or what you have not against me. Whatever the fuck, you don't do it there. So my opinion about Rita Joseph is that she is the worst council member of the whole Brooklyn delegation. because Rita has no spine. No spine at all. Rita does the bidding for not only Audrina Dill Adams, who will now become mayor, who will do anything to Audrina, who will do anything to become lieutenant governor, because you heard about the news and the media that Governor Hochul, who is going to get voted out in 26 because congestion pricing and very other shit, the windmill situation with Trump and all that stuff like that, she is trying to find a lieutenant governor running mate. And the two choices for now is Donovan Richards and Audrina Dill Adams. Now, to make this clear, that I suggest that what's her name? Hochul picks Donovan Richards because of he's more liked in Queens than Audrina is liked in city politics. Donovan Richards got a lot of things done in the city as a city council member, and he got a lot of things as borough president. I think that he's going to get, his borough is going to get both of the casino licenses out of the 3. He's going to get 2 out of 3 for the Metropolitan Park, and he's going to get it for Resorts World. At the same time, I think that Audrina is going to be the second one, but she has no chance of, like I said, she's not well liked in city council. A lot of insiders don't like her. A lot of people that's in the know don't like her. There's a lot of people that come to me and say, like, yo, Chris, you gotta be careful because she had it out against you because you're in her way of things. So I know what's going on. I said, look, I know what's going on. So, but when it comes to Audrina, like I said, Rita does the bidding for Audrina. She does the bidding for Randy Weingarten, who is the leader of the AFT. The AFT is the teachers union that oversees the NYU SUT, the NYSUT that oversees the UFT. Basically, the AFT oversees the state teachers union and the state teachers union oversees the UFT, which is the New York City Teachers Union. But she does the bidding for those 3. Milgrew, what's her fucking name? Milgrew, other chick from SUT, I forgot her name, and Randy Weingarten. But Rita has no spine. And people gotta start asking her straight up, like, what the fuck is going up with Flatbush, the Flatbush Avenue bus lane? You know why they don't want a Flatbush, they can't put a Flatbush Avenue bus lane? Is because Rita Joseph, technically the area they want, which is Rita Joseph's district, is the area where that's the base of the voter base. That's the voter base of the Brooklyn Democratic Party, the Brooklyn Democratic machine. And none of these elected officials are going to risk getting the primary and risk losing that district. Because if you lose that district in any primary, you're not going to win anything. That goes with Brooklyn Borough President. That goes for Brooklyn Borough President. That goes for Brooklyn State Senate 20. That goes for, that is an early polling site. This goes for State Senate 20. This goes for State Senate 21. This goes for a lot of places. Like I said, so you have people canvassing out here right now. It's early voting, so the last 2-3 days for early voting. So today is Friday the 20th. So there's a lot of people out here right now canvassing. Yeah, one person out there for tenant block. And they out here trying to get people elected. Oh shit, Mark Levine. Holy shit, my nigga. This is Mark Levine. Like, wow, man. What's up, Mark? Holy shit, I didn't even know. Dude, I'm doing a video of the Bedford Avenue bike lane, like this Bedford Avenue stuff. So I'm walking all the way from Bedford, like Bedford Franklin, all the way to like Bedford and Flushing.
What's the question?
So I'm walking all the way from Bedford and I'm coming from Bedford and Franklin, wow. Like Flatbush. I'm walking all the way to Bedford and Bedford thing. What do you think about the bike lane situation that's going on?
I don't know about this one.
Yeah, but with the one in what's this spot down of
I know the Manhattan ones very well. I can talk to you about that. I'm not so up to date on this one.
So, what do you think about that one that's happening up in Lincoln Wrestling District with the Hasidic area? You heard about that situation?
I'm not super up to date on that one either.
You're not up to date? Or you're not?
But I support bike lanes in Manhattan. I can tell you that.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm just doing walk. I'm walking all the way up there.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, take it, bro. Take care. So I'm walking all the way to So yeah, like nobody knows. Like I said, I think he's trying to take a comment, but it's kind of ironic. It's kind of ironic that, like I said, but I'm walking over from Flatbush all the way to Bedford. I mean, all the way to. All the way to yeah, he's campaigning with all the way to, now we're in Church in Bedford, all the way to Flushing, which is the last. I didn't want to get up because it's a polling site, and like I said, it's just what it is. So like I said, it's kind of ironic, but they had to write the fucking canvas and shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, you just saw Rita Joseph there. I said she's the worst council member of the whole Brooklyn delegation. The worst member of the whole Brooklyn delegation. Let's keep that 100%. She is the worst member of the Brooklyn delegation. Like I said, she has no spine. She's a spineless elected official. Real spineless. Sorry, this won't go. Sorry. Real spineless. Now, Church in Bedford, like she's real spineless. Like I said, she know what happened to her. Like I said, let's say she had a primary. Like a real primary. But she really, like I said, she runs on the polls because she kisses everybody's ass. She plays all sides of the spectrum. And what happens is that she plays all sides of the spectrum. And like she'll go to Transalt Rise Line and say, "Oh, I'm for the bus lane," but then go to the damn Haitian area, like the Haitian voter blocks, and say which don't want it, and the Caribbean voter blocks that don't want it. Wait, they say like, "Well, I hear you guys, and I don't want it." Right? I hear you guys too. So she's really fucking conflicted, playing both sides. She did this for the past like 4 years, almost 4 years, playing both sides of the spectrum. It's both sides. She plays all the sides, and she can never make a decision. So she runs on the polls because she tells people one thing and tells people the other thing, but she don't want people to. She's scared of people like really fucking find out what she really thinks, what she's really doing. But it's what it is. But she running the polls, and she don't give a fuck. She don't care. And like I said, it doesn't matter if, Mealy gets voted out or she does get voted out. I'm making it clear that Rita Joseph will walk out that city council as the worst member of the delegation, and she'll have no chance of winning. No chance of winning at all. So fucking the ladder's walking up. No chance of winning. Like I said, if Rita Joseph, like I said, she'll walk out the worst member of the whole Brooklyn delegation. That's the thing. That's the truth. So, walking up now to Linden Boulevard. Like I said, you see this here. Yeah, we're on Linden Boulevard. They completely changed this area around. So you got one high density housing right there, newly housing. Then you got city bike rack here. Now we're walking up to yeah, it's just now we're on Catan Avenue. So it's an area people don't want this stuff. They don't want none of these bike racks and bike lanes and shit, but you got a council member like Joseph, who is the worst member of the Brooklyn delegation, who does whatever hell she gets told to do by these special interests and these lobbyists and consultants that own the city council. She will dance whoever tells her to dance. And it won't be people like me. It'll be people like Ben Furness and Elizabeth Adams and Steve Flack and Kathy Park Price and Randy Weingarten and Michael Milgrew and Bridget Fine and Bridget Rain and fucking Thomas Shepard and Caloris Ramirez and shit like that, and AQE and all those bozos that really destroying the city, weaponizing race to, like AQE that weaponizes race to destroy communities and divide communities and shit like that, which is read by that Muslim lady who had 8 kids, who was part of Justice League. The one that Raul, myself, and Danique shut down on Monday. So it's like, you gotta understand what's going on here. This is fucking disgusting. Like I said, these people don't want this stuff because look, once that happens, you put a bike lane in a lot of these areas, this opens gentrification. This opens to displacement. But the reason it's happening because I think we're Booker Community Board, I think 9 right now. We're 9. I think 9 or 17. Where the problem with 9 is that 9 district manager is Dante Arnwan, who is running for city council. But he's really captain of the Transalt. And the chair of the transportation committee in BK9 is captain of transportation alternatives too. So when it comes to these, like I said, what's going on is, look, these elected officials don't like these elected officials are captain of the Transalt. They let Transalt tell them what to do. They tell them, like, look, put this guy on the board, put this guy on the board. Don't put this guy on the board, don't put this guy on the board. And they listen, like Rita Joseph and Chio said, because if they don't listen, they get primary. Not only they get primary, they're going to put a lot of money against them. They can put a lot of money against them, and they're going to get voted out. Like Christopher Marte. And Marte is running for the city for re-election, and he's an example of it because Marte doesn't dance to Transalt how they want him to dance to, and in open plans. And what happened is they now formed a public PAC, like a PAC, which is called People Public Space, which is ran by Kevin Lachera, who's a 7-time stalker, and Sarah K. Lynn, and primary funded by Mark Gorton, and he's putting money against him in mailers and shit like that, saying he's a bad. This is complete bullshit, because he's the one that introduced the bill to bike parking. It's crazy, right? In public parks. So look here. This is Joseph in a nutshell. This is why she works coming. Look at this shit. Look. Like 5 parking spots she took away on Bedford and Clarkson. To put a fucking city bike rack. This is fucking crazy, guys. This is fucking sick. So look, 4:11 p.m. This is crazy. Look at this shit. Fucking disgusting. So I actually voted for Mark Levine. I think he will take a position because, like, he's scared of, like, people seeing it, and then he lose Brooklyn. It's like he's scared, man. But he's Jewish, so Mark Levine is Jewish, so he's not gonna fucking. He knows what's going on. Everybody knows what's going on over there. Like, he knows what's going on with the bike lane shit. Like, those Hasidics don't want nothing over there, and if they don't want it, they don't fucking want it. They have a lot of money. And they vote in blocks, so they're not gonna fucking risk. These electors ain't gonna risk pissing all the Hasidics off for fucking Transalt. And the funny thing about it is that, look, the last executive director, Danny Harris, is Jewish. Then you have the current ED is Jewish. The policy director, which is she's Jewish too. But the guy that funded the whole thing, Mark Gordon, is Jewish. And they know that, look, if those Hasidics don't want those 4 secular Jews, right? If the Hasidic Jews who donate a lot of money to these campaigns, don't want a bike lane in their area, they can't really do shit. I'm surprised that, like, Ben Furness and Elizabeth Adams and Mark Gordon didn't call their own people self-hating Jews, because self-hating Jews or copperals, because they didn't want a bike lane in their area. But it's crazy. So yeah, look, this This is what's going on. This is when Bedford and Winthrop. So yeah, look, it's just fucking crazy. I'm walking all the way to Flushing and Bedford Avenue. So, and by the way, while we talk about this stuff let's talk about speaking of politics. Let's talk about this shit, right? So the people that really oversee this stuff is called Streets PAC, and Streets PAC is the political arm for Rise Alliance, Transalt, Open Plans, Regional Plan, Tri-State, and Los Angeles, which is under Worker Justice Party. So they're the ones that they say, look, this is the pedestrian transit candidate and vote for this person, right? And the funny thing about it is that, look, John Orcutt, who is another Jew, right? Another Jewish guy, John Orcutt, who's another Jewish guy, know that the Hasidics don't want that bike lane in their district. Why the fuck, John Orcutt, you're trying to stop it? Why the hell are you trying to stop it? Your own people from getting what they want. And you know the political power in this stuff in New York City, where you know damn well that whatever they get, they want. They get. And you're stopping it. And John Orcutt, and I know why you hate me, because I called your ass out on camera in front of everybody there, and I put your ass on blast, and I said, look, like what happened with the Queensboro walk pedestrian path, I said, look, the reason Eric was not going to do it because you, motherfucker, you know what's going on. Eric is doing everything for political points right now. Look at this shit. This is Rita Joseph in a nutshell. He's doing everything for political points. Everything for political points. And try to save his career. And the funny thing about it is, with today, speaking of political points, that today, the retirees got their W. And shout out to retirees, the NY organization retirees led by Maureen Pizzola. And because they won, the package got shut down. The mayor pulled out the retirement plan. So it's just disgusting. So yeah, it's just like, so like I said, and I said John Orcutt got upset because he got upset at me because, like, yo, he's upset. I put that on blast, and I ran his girl out. I ran her out of Transalt, Kathy Park Price, who is the engineer, the real engineer of Better Bedford. So Better Bedford is the campaign that stretches from, they trying to get it from Flatbush all the way down there, which I spoke to Mark Levine. I didn't want to speak to Rita Joseph because she hates me, and it's fucking mutual. Because like I said, she's the worst cabinet member of the whole Brooklyn delegation. I'll tell her in her fucking face. But Rita Joseph, and I mean, it starts from Farrah Lewis district to Rita Joseph district, all the way to fucking Osage district to now to Lincoln Wrestlers district. And it's just like, yeah, like Kathy Park Price, who is not well liked in her own damn district, because there's a lot of people in Park Slope that told me that, yo, Chris, like, yo, thank you for saying stuff about Kathy that we can't say because we could lose it all if we call her ass out on this shit. It's people, I'm talking like fucking white folk in Park Slope that told me, like, yo, Chris, yo, thank you. Like, people that live in Park Slope that told me, like, yo, Chris, yo, thank you for calling out Kathy Park Price, because we can't call this girl out because that chick is real vindictive, and she does a lot of things to fuck people, to destroy people that crosses her. So, and they can't risk their $1 million homes for that lady. You know what I'm saying? That chick is crazy. But thank you for calling her out. We appreciate it. So, but when it comes to Kathy Park Price, Kathy is a real engineer of Better Bedford. And she, like I said, she does what she does and bully council members to do what they bully council members to do their bidding. And if you don't do their bidding, she's gonna run people against you. And she had this new guy right now, which, like I said, he ever come to me a certain way, I'll break his fucking jaw. Fucking Steve Flack. Steve Flack, he's that type of guy that she has around now, being that little bite bully shit, think that little fucking look and his aggressiveness is gonna fucking work on people and shit. But like I said, with Steve Flack, he ever come me in a certain way, I put him to the fucking ground. Like, fuck that guy. That guy's a fucking punk little bully, and he don't understand that you can't bully everybody. And the reason that I'm trying my best not to fucking put the nigga in this place, because I'm not trying to go to prison, nigga. But yeah, this is what's going on here. But Kathy is the engineer of that, and the reason she's so everybody, a lot of people don't like her. A lot of people don't like her, and now she no longer TA. She works with fucking New York for Parks, and what happened was she worked with New York for Parks, which is like the Transalt for Parks, and open place for parks, and what happened was that Transalt. What happened was when they announced on their Twitter account that Kathy was appointed as a policy director for NY for Park. I mean, she write all the bills. She draft all the bills for elected officials to introduce. They all cursed her ass out. They all fucking called her ass out to the point that they were hiding comments. They could, like on X, you can't delete comments. On Facebook, you could delete comments. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and you could delete comments. Only thing you do on X is hide comments or block people. But they all cursed her ass out because they know she's fucking toxic. That's why. She's a toxic person. So, I'm walking now. Now we're on Lefferts Avenue. Yeah, it's like, so yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, look, and we got more bike bullies in this shit. By the way, speak of Steve, it got Steve Flack, you got Liam Jeffries, like we call him Huckleberry, Frankenberry over here, Liam Jeffries. And like I said, they play those games where they intimidate elected officials, they intimidate people that they don't approve of, but they get mad when people do back to them. Some bullshit. So yeah, look, this is... Now we're on Empire Boulevard. We're on Empire. So I drank no water. I drink no water. It's fucking hot. Like I said, nobody want no fucking bike lane in this bitch. Nobody. And I think we're now in Hudson's district. I forgot. Crystal Hudson's district. The 35th district is Hudson's district. So we walk up right now, Hudson's district. Right there, I think the early quarter site, I don't know. Skate Yogi. This is a wide lane, so I think they try to, this is really wide spot. But what they want to do is try to so-called traffic calm this shit and like fucking put bike racks and bike lanes and shit like that and bus lanes and shit like that. It's kind of retarded. So it's a wide ass street. With Bedford and Empire. Really wide. And plus I gotta work out anyway, so it don't fucking affect me. But I don't think none of these niggas will ever stomp this whole area without NYPD. I do it without NYPD. They would never stomp this area like I would do it. Construction going on. Ebbets Field. So walk at Ebbets Field right now. You see Ebbets Field right there. This used to be a baseball stadium, right? Used to be a straight baseball stadium, but now it's one of the most violent projects in Brooklyn. Private, one of the most violent areas in Brooklyn. Ebbets Field is a fucking disaster. And I'll make my opinion about this right now. Like with Cabrini Green, like he did in Chicago, where Cabrini Green was like this. Cabrini Green in Chicago was like this. Both full of violence, full of drug, vagrancy, prostitution, murder, kidnappings, everything in the book. If I had it my way, I will call on the demolition of that whole damn, I'll demolish the whole damn thing. Demolish it. Like they did Cabrini Green, I'll just demolish the whole thing. And turn to some other shit. Demolish Cabrini Green, demolish Ebbets Field. Like RPT, like Rip Park Towers. That's my opinion. So yeah, this is Hudson's district right here. This is Hudson's district. I think Hudson is really a disappointment. You know, Hudson, this is Hudson's district. Another person is down with Transalt and open plans, all these nonprofits. I think that Hudson is a big disappointment as a council member. A real disappointment as a council member. And the funny thing is that she's trying to go for speaker. That is like fucking crazy, bro. I will never ever tell anybody to fucking put her down for speaker. She's a disappointment. A big fucking disappointment. A big disappointment. Big ass disappointment. As a council member. Like, she used to be the chief of staff to Lori Kumbo, who I like. She used to be the chief of staff to Lori Kumbo, who's now the commissioner for arts and culture to oversee the libraries. And yeah, she's a big disappointment as a council member. And it's just like, she hates me because she know that what she did in 2022 at the Tish rally, where those people counter protested the rally. And what happens is that when people counter protest any rally or protest a rally, there's people that are hell-bent on trying to shut people up that heckle. And what they like to do is they like to block cameras, block movements, assault people, try to bait people to assault them. There's a lot of shit going on. And to the point where that time, that lady got choked by one of the protesters, by one of the rally attendees, and Hudson was all in the situation. And I posted it, and it got viral. And I think Hudson had it against me because that shit really helped Zeldin get a lot of votes in 22 to the point that Hudson, you know, really to the point where Zeldin lost the election. Well, it's what it is. We're walking up right now to, this is Mega Average College. Mega Average. It's open today?
What?
Oh, the bowling's open? It's open today? All right, cool. 8 o'clock tomorrow? All right, cool, yeah. So, yeah, I thought, yeah, so 9 to 5, yeah. So, yeah, early voting ended today, tomorrow, another day. Saturday, 21st to the 22nd. At that early voting is closed. And then finally you're gonna have the final day, which is a voting day. And yeah. So yeah, the gun detecting devices there. It's basketball today? It's basketball today? Yeah, probably basketball, some shit like that going on. But yeah, NYPD, they doing the, they got gun detection device called Evolve. Yeah, so we're walking up Union Market, well, Eastern Parkway in Bedford. So unlike Transalt and Bedford Ave and all these other people, is that they never walked this. They never walked it, biked it, never walked it. It's a big difference with walking and biking. with no NYPD in the way, my nigga. So yeah, look, we're now in still Hudson's district, coming down now to Osage district. It's 4:35 right now, so. So yeah, now we're on Sterling and Bedford. So yep. So that's one of the. It's crazy that they all go to this place, everybody. You're like, what the hell? Jerron, the gentrification candidate. go home. Let's go to. Not that time. Okay. Like I said earlier, I published on Wednesday, but it was raining like cats outside. But so I'll do it today. Get over with. And by the way, they put a restraining order. The reason I want to go down to talk because it matters more down there instead of sitting up here. Oh man, it was cold as fuck. Yeah, I think like 2 years ago, I think in 23, I think in 2023, 24, we had a rally. Transalt had a rally here, led by Kathy and Chiose, and we actually marched and biked all the way from there all the way to Lafayette. No, Lafayette, which is Bedford North Station with a G line. And yeah, so we're in Osage District right now, Chiose District, Grant Gore Park. Grand Gore Triangle. Now they put the bike lane, what they want, started on Dean Street, Dean and Bedford, which is the protected bike lane. See here, protected bike lane, which is full of paint and bullshit bollards. But everybody knows that if cars want to drive down here, they'll do it. Is this wide enough for a car? Crazy, right? Where's the rear protector? They got a shoulder there. They bought a shoulder there too, but it ain't gonna do anything for a car that want to drive down here. They little cheap, little quick tricks. So this is the bike lane right here. This is what's happening here. And right here is a shelter. It's a men's shelter. The Bedford this is a Bedford shelter, so I'm good. Thank you so much. So this is the men's shelter. So I won't do all this right now, right? And what's happening here is that the reason I'm starting from here because what they want to do, and this is what's happening here, right? Look. The Hasidic Jews, which is a powerful voter bloc in the city of New York, where they're a powerful voter bloc, where they have a lot of money, they donate to these candidates, and they come out voter turnout is high, and that's a fucking disaster for any political candidate or anybody running for anybody political office. Because when they vote in blocks. They vote for one person in block, they vote for one person in block. There's no split. So what happened is that the Hasidic Jews don't want this bike lane on Bedford Avenue because they are really religious and they don't like to see anybody that is showing their skin, because these women, like mainly gentrifiers that ride these bikes, they wear anything. Some of them look hot, some of them look hideous, right? Some of them wear because this is New York City, this is like a liberal town, and they really liberal about like nudity and partial nudity and full-blown nudity, to where in the city of New York, it's legal for any woman to walk around the street with no bra on. They could walk on the street shirtless. That's the law. They could walk the street with no shirt on. That's the law. Many cops try to do the moral thing and arrest them and put them in a mental hospital because they walk around the street naked, like with no shirt on, right? Like anybody would do. Like if I walk around the street naked, I'm gonna get put in a nut house. But in New York City, a woman can walk around the street partially naked. That means she can walk around the street with just pants or spandex or yoga pants and no shirt on. Not even a bra on. She could just wear topless. Walk around the street topless and nothing ever happened to her. Because there's a woman that did that in Manhattan where she walked around the street topless and she got arrested. She got put in another house, but the lawyers knew the law, and they sued the city, and they had to pay this chick about 6 figures for it. This is under the Bloomberg administration. So evidence that you can't arrest somebody for being topless. It's immoral. Now a person is a Christian, like a Christian cop or Muslim cop or a Muslim cop, Christian cop, Jewish cop that's really religious. They're gonna take it upon themselves to probably arrest that person, lady, and put her in the mental hospital. But the law is that she can do it, and that's law. I didn't make the law, that's the law. But look, this is my idea of a bike lane, right? This is real protective barriers, not the bullshit plastic bottlers like that. This is a real protective barrier. This is a real protective bollard. This is really protective.
That's for real.
This is really protective. This is a real protector, not a bullshit bollard. If it's a metal bollard, they're different, but not those bullshit. This is real protective. This is protective. I see it. This is really protective, guys. Really protective. So going down, so like I said, so the Hasidics, even Muslims, they don't want to see no person ride around the bike lane with their breast out. And I'm talking about like breast out, like you see the female exhibitionists, like the exhibitionists are people that like to be naked, like to show themselves naked, like on Pornhub. So I'm talking about that. They don't want to see a woman ride around the bucket, ride around the bike lane with their breast out, or showing just wearing a thong over their spandex, or wearing tight spandex, or wearing shorts. So yeah, this is a real protected bike lane. This is a real protected bike lane with this is what I'm talking about, Ben Burn ass. This is what people should want. This is a real protected bike lane. This is not protected. This is not protected. Where is the barrier? There's no barriers here. No barriers here. Where is that, Jose? Jose, where is that? Where is that, Brisport? Where is that, Myrie? Hey, what's up? What's up? So we're walking down now. So now we're back here on Hancock Street and Hancock and Bedford, where they had a rally here about the lawsuit that was filed by Peter Bedell, and with Herfield to try to stop the bike lane being removed. Let me keep that real. Let me give my opinion, right? Look, the mayor could do what he want. The mayor could do what he want with the bike lane because of Intro 417. They could put a bike lane, anyone want to put with no community input, or they could do it without community input. They could take it out without community input. Now, oh, by the way, the trees are down here, we'll say. Back on the Parks Department. Really dangerous. Really, really dangerous. Tree just fell down in the bike lane. Let me see how heavy this shit is. I can probably move out of the way. Let me do the civic duty and try to get this shit out of the way. Do these bike roads are duty here. Yeah. Do these bike roads are duty. Protect their asses. Fucking protect these bike roads asses here. Call the NYPD, man. See, I'm doing a civic duty for these bike roads. It's fucking crazy, guys. Yeah, man. This is your district, eh, Chi? Let's pull it over so these guys will bust their ass. Okay, so that's me in a nutshell, guys. Oh, shit. I'm doing a lot for these bike roads today, man. It's not my job. Not my duty. So yeah, look, man. Me in a nutshell, man. Put in the fucking trash. So I did all that. I did all that shit. See, I made it safer for the bike roads, man. Give me a job in Parks Department. I made it safe for the bike roads today. I made it more safe for the bike roads. On Jefferson, between Jefferson and Hancock. I made it safe for these bike roads. That's what I did, man. This would be a nutshell. Fucking powerful, this motherfucker. Crazy shit, right? Ooh, a goddamn tree. Yeah, I made it more safe for the bike bros. They could probably come down now and move out there, ran over by a tree. So I'm walking down. I did all that shit. So I made it safe for him, man. I made it safe for the guy. Yeah, boy, let's go.
Hi,
hello.
Michael Blake from Jamaica.
Thank
He
you.
was just down the block here.
Thank you. Yeah, community polling site. I didn't rank the guy. I did not rank him because I think he's a perennial candidate that just did the day better for the machine, and like, it's just like, dude, like you're fucking splitting the vote. So Transalt had a march on Wednesday. I was there for that. This came from that hearing with Chrissy Marmorato about 10:02 when it comes to light vac. Rushed over here, so we actually marched out in this area from the park all the way to John Hancock Park on Jefferson and Bedford, all the way to Lafayette. So this was, I think, is the first stop here. Was Gates. The second stop was Gates. Yeah, right. Unknown person. So that's what they don't want. They don't want women looking just like that down the bike lane on Bedford.
Let's roll with it. Yeah, it does. It makes up.
Soup? Oh, soup set, okay. So Chio said this is his district, to be exact, and he's a spineless little clown. You know what I'm saying? That dude is a little immature council member. That the only reason he's still a member is because of Marlon Rice. Marlon Rice had to neutralize Osei when Ian Huntley was running against Zitterman, and I'm like I say, Chio said he was a piece of shit who was waiting to the TA. So this is why I have him as he's a fucking worthless. So
You're right here all the time.
now we're on Lafayette. This was the last stop of the trip. But Transalt, and I want to, before I start going down here, make a little quick video, make a quick statement that Transalt, we're here. It's like 1:23 to start my statement. We're on Lafayette. So before I start this, I want to make this clear that this is where Transalt stopped on Wednesday, because I think they were too scared. It was raining as fuck out there. It was raining, and I think they were scared going down there because they don't. I think JQ told me that they don't want people to know how. They don't want people to show how dangerous down there by Flushing. So I'm going there right now myself, and I'm going to show you what's going on. Why the niggas don't want it. So you see, I walked from Bedford and Flatbush. Now I'm going all the way to the Civic area on Bedford and Flushing. So let's go right now and start. Let's go. So now we're in the Civic area, and Bedford Ave, we're too scared to tell people to walk down this on a Wednesday night. I think he was scared of people like counter-protesting them, and knowing that since the Civics have a big strength, big power over the law enforcement, NYC, he knew that they could stomp their asses out and nothing would ever happen to them. So I think he was scared of that. But let's say it was raining too, so I think they were scared of rain too. Visibility. Now we're in the Civic area. The Civic area of Bedford Avenue. So that's what they want to see, is women with all their skin out wearing short shorts. I mean, I like that shit. I like women that wear short shorts, especially have fat asses. That's me. But now we're in the Hasidic area, the Jewish Hasidic area, where this is the area that they don't want this shit. Because they don't want those fucking people, like I said, the woman that wear like, that dresses like half naked or partial nudity, wearing like no long sleeve shirts, showing their skin, wearing short shorts, riding down the street. And I think this is where the kid got hit. This is one instance where the kid got hit. And I think this is where the kid got hit, around here. And they put, and Lincoln, stupid ass, said, oh, in response to the situation, we'll put a fucking stop sign. Well, that ain't gonna do anything. Fucking asshole. That's why he got a primary, because he's a fucking asshole. That's why. Lincoln's a big time asshole. That's why he got a primary. So yeah, I'm stepping down this shit right here. So yo, Myrtle in Bedford. So now they put daylighting here. Just fucking, they ain't gonna do shit. This is wide enough for a car could block this whole shit. Yo, so this is crazy, son. Your SIGs are not playing around. I don't know who's Hebrew. I don't know who's Hebrew to translate shit to me, but I'm gonna ask Froome News to do it for me. Shout out to Froome News. Yo, Froome News, or Jay Baited, Sabrina Gates. Can someone translate for me, please? I don't know. So this is crazy. So the st.6 is not playing around here today. They backing Sabrina Gates around here. They allowed her to put her stuff up in Yiddish. I think she probably have a Yiddish consultant on her team to translate that for her. But yeah, at the end of the day, Lincoln's a piece of shit. And he knows he's a piece of shit because Lincoln fucked up hard. You know what I'm saying? Lincoln is a clown. And yeah, like I said, you gotta be careful around, because like these fucking people could be really sensitive to things, and they quit to call cops, and cops start fucking with you, and because they were on the law. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, so yeah, at the end of the day, it's what it is. So I think kid got, like I said, it's crazy shit. Yeah, they put a damn dump truck right on the curb. Right on the curb. So these Hasidics are not playing around here. So Sabrina Gates, like I said, she got the blessing of this area to give her a Yiddish language election sign. Sabrina Gates is running for city council. This is fucking great. I like Sabrina Gates. She's a sorority sister. She put Alpha Kappa Alpha, and picking pink and green. So she's running against Lincoln Wrestler. Crazy thing is that Lincoln is Jewish. Lincoln Wrestler is Jewish, so you gotta be careful. It's just like Lincoln is a little dirty little motherfucker. I heard he's out here intimidating people who not supporting her, threatening everybody. Yeah, because he know he's beatable. He's a beatable fucking clown, and he know he is. So yeah, at the end of the day, so what it is Bedford Avenue. Real beatable clown. So they put in bike racks here, where they put in bike racks. Yeah, this is crazy shit. Really crazy. What's this? I'm going all the way down to Flushing. All the way down to Flushing. And like I said, Sabrina Gates is running against Wrestler. And I say you're not allowed to put anything Yiddish in that language, put it in their area without you catching hell. They will give you hell. These Hasidics will give you hell if that was to happen, if you ever done that. Let me put this video right here. I gotta do the fucking screen, the summer cleaning. Put it here. So yeah, wash my hands when I get home. Like I said, I'm surprised that these these are cities that they put their baby carriages right here. Crazy shit. So Sabrina Gates' stuff is here. She runs for city council, by the way. So like I said, they told Eric to get rid of the bike lane or else. He said, yeah, I'll do it. Then Eric announced it with the DOT, said, I'm gonna remove the bike lane here. Then Transalt sued with Peter Badil and Baruch Hertfield. Baruch is the guy that runs the e-bike battery swap stations in Manhattan. And they sued the city, calling some bullshit. Well, everybody knows it's not bullshit. And the judge put a TRO, meaning that the mayor cannot move forward and remove the bike lane until the court case is settled. So for now, Transalt got the victory for now, but everybody knows that eventually the Hasidics will win at the end of the day because they're really powerful people. Look at this. It's a 53 incher. 53 feet footer. 53 footer. 53 foot. Look at this guy, Bedford and Flushing. This is why everybody's complaining, man. Everybody's complaining about this shit because of that. 53 footer that just swings around Flushing and Bedford. It's crazy shit. So now everybody know why. The turns are crazy. These turns are crazy. So that's where the bike lane what they're complaining about, flushing all the way. So that's what they're complaining about. And they're every right to complain. So you saw it here first, what it is. Yeah, backing gates here. This hair is backing gates, no wrestler. Crazy shit, guys. Real crazy shit. I said these says do not want. This is like the heart of fucking Williamsburg, and they don't want to see no bike lane here. And who could blame them? I don't want to see. This is bullshit. You just saw a 53 footer take a hard right turn where there's no visibility. It's like a dive right there, man. It's crazy. Look, another one. Look, another one. No. Look. They backing gates. So yeah, this is crazy shit, guys. Real crazy shit on a Friday. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like I said, they don't want to see. Look, you got the mom and the kid. They don't want to see these people, like I said, wearing skin, short shit. You see the underbutt. You know what I mean? They don't want to see that stuff. Man. Crazy shit. Really, really crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, at the end of the day, they go a little deck. I think I see more gate stuff down here too. As I'm going to trim on home, I'm fucking tired. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, they want to get rid of that bike lane and shit. But here, you see over here, like, they have a lot of gates over here. A lot of Sabrina gates over here. And one thing about it, like, Lincoln, I'm surprised Lincoln didn't come down here and try to get the shit removed like he always does. Little fucking bully. Little piece of shit. Lincoln Russell's a piece of shit, and he knows he's a piece of shit, man. Little bully motherfucker, man. That's why he got a primary. He's a fucking bully. He's a little dickhead, man. Yeah, more Sabrina gates over here. So, a lot of Sabrina Gates here. There's a Sabrina Gates poster in Yiddish. On Bedford and Lynch. So I'm gonna go a little more down, shit like that. Yeah, man, like, yeah, so I see at the end of the day, look, the aesthetics is gonna win this shit. There's nothing Transalt gonna do to stop it. Of course, you're gonna have fucking John Orcutt and Ben Fernandez and Elizabeth Adams and all these other fucking bozos are gonna start calling their own people self-hating Jews because they don't want a fucking bike lane in their area. It's fucking crazy shit. So we're still on Bedford Avenue. Bedford and Rutledge. More Sabrina Gates here. Yeah, like Transalt, they out their fucking mind. Really out there, sorry about that. They out their mind. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they did. Oh, your Shiba's right here. The buses. Bedford and Huey. So we're now in Gutierrez District. If someone could tell me that in Yiddish, 'cause I think somebody's ripping this shit. I think it's probably Lincoln's people doing this stuff. I think it's Lincoln Nutshell. Lincoln Russell was doing this shit. We're over the BQE. So yeah, now we're at Satmar. Yeah, I think this is Lincoln doing this shit. Lincoln I think this is Link in a nutshell, ripping his stuff out. Link is a little fucked up asshole. He know what he's doing. Get my exercise on. Sabrina Gates, let's go. So this district is the 33rd district, which is Gates district. And this is gonna be the battle of the Hasidics versus the Hasids versus the gentrifiers. So whoever comes out most amount of votes is gonna win this. This is a high voter turnout borough, borough turnout district. We're in the I think it's the 10th, the 8th, the fucking 7th district, the Valesco district. Independence Towers. Damn. So I think after this, we're in the ends. So the Acidics say, come up for mayor. More gates over there. So now we're going to Division Avenue in the south area to the fucking north side. More gates over here. Sabrina gates is over here. Damn. Sabrina gates is over there. You put this right here. More gates is over here. More Sabrina. Damn, there's a lot of people. They're not playing around. These things don't play. $2, right? We're still in Bedford. So I'm thinking of stop at the Williamsburg Bridge and just go home, take the 46. I am fucking tired. So, saw it there first. Know what it is. And oh yeah, I forgot. Sarah K. Lynn too. She's Jewish too. Forgot. They all go to call their own people self-hating Jews because they're against a bike lane. Come on. But this is America. This is what it is right now. So yeah, now we're here in Broadway. Where Sabrina Gates still got more Sabrina Gates pushing Broadway. I think Winfield's on Twitter. Winfield can explain everything. He's like a fucking guru of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like an electric guru. Now we're in Gutierrez District. This is Gutierrez District. Williamsburg Bridge. So, y'all saw it first. Through me, Chris Leon Johnson. About to get on this 46 bus. Head home. A little tired. Not that tired, but you saw it first. Like I said, it's crazy shit. They don't want it. Walk from Flatbush and Bedford all the way to like Flushing, Bedford. Decided to extend to walk to the train station, walk to the bus terminal. So, take care. Adios. And later. Fucking thirsty. Oh, shit, ain't working? Yeah, now we're in Gutierrez District. I'm about to log off here. Just want to do a video. And a great evening. Great afternoon. Fucking hot. Whew, fucking hot, man. Take care, NYC. Peace out. Later. Hot out here. Later, guys.